Alright, so now we are in one of our float rooms. Each float room is a private room. It has a float tank, has a shower. Today we're going to go through the process of floating. This is for first-time floaters and even people that have floated before. What we found is through our experiences and our tips on floating, it has actually helped people that have floated in other areas that didn't receive this information. So we want to do a YouTube on it. Get it out there. I have a lot of friends that are looking to float in other states, and so this is for everybody. But we're in the float lounge today. Alright, so once you're in your private room, what you're going to do is you're going to undress, you're going to jump in the shower, you're going to shampoo off all hair gels, hairsprays, makeup, body oil. You want to get as clean as possible before you enter the tank. You'll come out of the shower, and then you'll put in earplugs. We have basic earplugs supplied here at the float lounge for you. They're the ones you just squish down, twist, stick them in your ear canal and let them expand for a little bit. Okay. Once you get those in, you'll open the door manually. This is one thing we really liked about our tanks, is it is manual, so you can get out at any time. You can open the door at any time if you want. Now, to get into the tank, you'll step in front ways, right? And you'll turn around and you can get on one knee is probably the most optimal way. Grab the door handle, shut it behind you, and then use your hands to walk you back. You want your head at the back end, on these tanks anyways. We have 2 ventilations in the back for air, so that will help. So once you're inside the tank, we recommend floating with your arms above your head. And this allows the body to lengthen in there, and allows the breath to open, and it's a receiving position. You'll find if your arms are down here, it's going to close you down, so you want to open up. Now if you do change arm positions, and you want to try out different positions, just keep it at water level. You don't want to pick your hand up out of the water and drip that solution on your eye, because it will sting. Another tip that we found useful is when you go to shower, okay, we put our towel up on our shower. Okay, and what we do is we come out of the shower, pat our face dry in our hands, and then put our earplugs in. Now what that does, because what we're experiencing is we come out of the shower, get in the tank, and then we had to have water from the shower running down our face, and it would cause an itch. Okay, so you don't want to even have to itch your face, because that water will somehow find a way in your eye. I've had it in my eye, up my nose, and my throat, so I've experienced it all. Okay, so that's a very useful tip. The body is actually in a zero gravitational environment. Okay, so I always tell my clients, once you're in there, and you get your arm position, you're just letting go. Let go, let go, let go. So I always say relax, relax again, and relax again. Now what we found with first-time floaters and experienced ourselves is the first time you get in the tank, it is such a unique space. Your mind runs around a little bit. You're hitting the sides, you're trying to breathe, what's going on? So as you start to relax, as you start to calm down, you start to center in the tank, and it becomes the most relaxed, restful place. It's unbelievable. Now, one of the techniques we use to help people calming their mind is breath counting. It's a very easy technique. Anybody can use it. Once you get relaxed and you're working on that, what you do is you inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3. And as you go, your breath will really start to slow down. And then eventually your mind will take off. It'll start thinking about grocery shopping, the kids, anything that's going on in your life at the time. And when you recall that, when you realize that, go back to the number you remember and keep counting. And what we found is a very great tool. We've had a lot of good feedback from clients on that to help settle them down. Okay, we will be doing more videos on letting go, tips, other modalities that we use in the tank that are really powerful. So look for those. Now when the time is up, you'll just make your way forward and you will feel, because you won't be able to see, so you will feel for the handle. Push it open. Again, it's manual. So you just push it open. You stand in the doorway, brush off the salt solution a little bit, wring out the hair. If you have long hair, you want to wring it out, keep it in the tub. Step out, shower, and you'll be on your way.
We do get questions about claustrophobia, and the research shows that very few people are actual claustrophobics. And what I found for myself is that this became a great tool to help me eliminate and calm myself and alleviate those fears. So what we encourage people to do is work with the tank wherever they're at, whatever stage they're at, and that means you don't have to close the door completely if you're not ready. We have some clients that come in and float with the door open. We can dim the lights so they can start to incorporate the feel, their mind and body, and get comfortable in that state. Then we progress to the next stage where we'll leave the door ajar with the use of a towel and just allow for a little less light and a little more comfort for their next stage of progression in tank utilization. Then of course the final stage would be closing the door completely. What we found with our clients is that most people get in and realize it's a lot more spacious, a lot more comfortable, and what I found for myself was I was creating that anxiety. And once I calmed myself and realized I was safe, I could open the door anytime, there's plenty of air in there, I settled in and calmed down, and it became a beautiful, peaceful experience. And I never had that experience of anxiety again. 1 hour in the tank is equivalent to approximately 4 hours of deep, restful sleep. Most people aren't sleeping properly through the night, and that is your physical and your mental restoration time. So dealing with all the external stressors and internal stressors that we do on a day-to-day basis, restoring our bodies and our minds is huge for our healing and progression. So if you can fall asleep in the tank, that's great. Some people do. It's funny going back to having anxiety in the tank. Most people that have stated they're not sure if they can close the door, those are the ones that fall asleep.
We are a holistic health practice here. We take that very seriously in life, and we pass it on through our lounge, so our community shares that experience as well. So all of our soaps are natural and organic. We do have shower filters on our shower. All the water that goes into the tank is actually filtered. We have organic towels, organic tea out in the lounge, Pristine Hydro's filtered water for you. So it is something that is very dear to our heart and that we want to pass on.